Hello and welcome to another Zip Bizarre Crazy video. Today we shall be carving this ginormous pumpkin which things has a butt on it. I'm doing this drawing that I put together myself. She does pretty work. Take a good look. Okay, and let's get the carving tools and let's do this. Okay, so to carve this pumpkin you need some specific tools. A sharp knife, and always have an adult with you if you're having a sharp knife. We also need this pumpkin scooper thing so you can scoop out all the seeds from the inside. And also, you need to get this bat off. Okay, the first step with this ginormous pumpkin is to slice off the top of it. So first, my dad is now carving the pumpkin because, like I said, you need parental supervision to do this.
So what we need to do is carve the top
Of
and get to the
pumpkin.
inside of the pumpkin.
Yes, and this might take a while. So, is it done?
Nearly.
Okay. So throughout this video we are basically carving a pumpkin of my design which I showed you in the intro. So, is it done?
There you go. So there's the top of the pumpkin.
And there is the inside. Okay, so step 2 is carving the inside with this weird magnifying glass, missing the glass.
Pumpkin
carve.
carve, right.
So you want to get right off the sides, so all of them, so we hit the bottom. And then after that will be step 3. So we shall show you that after I finish doing this disgusting job. So step 3 is getting these insides into where you put the other seeds. You can use your hands if you want to, wearing gloves, but we are tipping it out into. Oh, that didn't work. Well, if you remember, this is a heavy pumpkin. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Can't tip it. Can't tip it.
Oh.
I'm gonna.
There we go. So the seeds and stuff are now.
I'm still in.
Yeah, but a lot of them are now.
You call that a lot.
Well, it's a big pumpkin, isn't it?
Okay, so step 4 is drawing your stencil of what you have drawn. This is ours. Onto your pumpkin. So you have a good outline of when you're going to carve it with a sharp knife. Also, always have parental guidance with a sharp knife.
Hello.
And my dad behind the camera is here to help me. Okay, so right now my dad is drawing the picture onto the pumpkin, and if you want to do this properly you can use a Sharpie or permanent marker, which we are doing, and then after this we are going to carve into the pumpkin, which you will have to stay tuned to watch. Isn't that right?
It is, yeah.
So while my daddy's doing this, I will explain to you how we are going to do this crazy drawing. Can we have a look at your drawing so far?
Okay, so I've done the eyes, the eyebrows and the nose.
Uh-huh.
Okay, doesn't have to be exact to your...
Thing, it just needs to be similar, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Okay, so again, that is our picture, that is the pumpkin. And just to remind you, this is a gigantic pumpkin. I'm just going to quickly film you. Okay, so the pumpkin concept here is an angry man with a who is mad at the other pumpkin, which we wanted to do, but we can't. So we've got the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and we are just starting to do the teeth, the eyebrows, and that's mostly it. So this is the drawing that we're going to do onto the pumpkin. Just a reminder, you can do this at home, so it's not that hard. So that's the finished result, and we are going to carve this out in the next step. Okay, so step 5 is carving out your pumpkin from the lines. So what we are doing, we are carving a pumpkin. So if you can see from the drawing, the Sharpie coloured ones are not the ones that are going to be carved out. We shall show you the method here. So with the eyebrows, we are taking the skin off, but not so it enters the centre of the pumpkin. Only so we can see that weird orange part.
Oops.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, so this is what we'll do for both eyebrows and the teeth. So we shall show you how you can do this at home. You can do other designs if you want to.
It's probably best to use a smaller sharp knife though.
Then a big sharp knife, because you might not be able to get in there. So if you want to, you can do our design. You don't have to, though.
But we're also going to put up some pictures of previous pumpkins that we've done
For Halloween.
So you could perhaps copy one of those designs.
If you want to. We're not forcing you to.
Search the internet and do your own.
Yeah, that is also true.
Oops.
Know what you've done now. So how's it coming out so far?
Yeah, it's actually quite good.
Okay, so we shall see what happens so far. So we carve the skin off on this eyebrow, and the same with this one. So that's the full package so far. Okay, so now we are doing the nose. So this is where we will actually carve into the pumpkin. So I'll show you. Are you ready to take it out? Yeah. So we didn't get all the way through, but we can obviously fix that. So this is what we shall do with pumpkin carving at home. So as you can see through the pumpkin. And carving a pumpkin does involve sharp knives. So, like I said, parental supervision, just for your safety. Okay, so have you done the nose?
Nose is done.
Through the pumpkin, eyebrows. So that is done so far. Now, what are we going to do next?
We're going to do the eyes.
The eyes. And how are we going to do this?
Well, the eye bits,
So the pupils.
are going to stay there, but the actual larger eyes are going to be carved all the way through.
Okay. So you've heard it from the pumpkin carver. This is what, / my dad, this is what we are going to do. as you can see, we are not carving out the people. Through yet?
Almost.
So close, but so far. Is this like, if you're posing technical difficulties, is this like pumpkin difficulties?
Pumpkin difficulties, yeah.
Pumpkin difficulties here.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh.
Can you see through it? Ugh. Looks like slime, doesn't it?
It does. Disgusting.
Yes. And we know that you can't smell through video, but this does smell bad, doesn't it?
It does. Now with this bit, we're just taking a little bit of the skin.
So the skin of the eye behind it, the skin we're leaving, but wait, are we cutting out the skin or cutting out the other part?
Just cutting out the skin.
So we're cutting out the skin, so only the pumpkin other part, so the yellow part
You've
is
still
the
got your pupil.
pupil.
Okay, just like that.
Just like that. So that's one eye. So now we are going to duplicate it in the same manner that this is. We shall be back after this commercial break. Okay, so this is our drawing, and as you see, it looks pretty whack. And now we can raise to our finished pumpkin, because we sped it up because we didn't want you to wait so long. So we finished it off camera while you were waiting. And this is what the full package is of the pumpkin. And right now, step 6 is putting the candle in. This is step 6, which is putting the candles into the pumpkin. So we are doing it, and this involves fire. So have parental guidance, or do not do this at home. So this part, we have the candles, and now we are going to switch the lights off. Right. Okay, stop. Boom! Look at that pumpkin. I think that's pretty solid. Do you?
That's a good, scary pumpkin for Halloween.
Yeah, okay, so thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to help us for the channel. Also, don't forget to ring the notifications so the bell goes ding, ding, ding. And also, we'll see you next time.